What's up, guys? Thank you for tuning in for another episode of Carli Box. We have a very, very fun episode today. And before we even get into it, the name is Carli Box. People may ask whose box, like what is a box, whatever. Box is my nickname. I made my Instagram 2011, and I always went by Manny Boxhead. That was like my alias. So Box just stuck, and friends call me it. And if you know, you know. So no more questions on that. But I'm here with my lovely wife, Carli.
That's me.
And today we have an episode. I'm not gonna lie, it took a lot to get here. Sun was beating us up all day. Right now, this recording, it's very late. But if you're watching this in the morning, afternoon, midnight, whatever, we're happy you're watching. We have an episode for Valentine's Day, and we have a lot to talk about.
We do.
It's going to be super fun. Quick disclaimer, if you're watching this, you may get triggered, you may not, but this is just...
They may get triggered by the title alone, but
yeah,
we'll explain everything.
We will explain, but I'm happy to get into it. My wife's going to take over. You got the floor, and this is a no bars held, no bars conversation. So
you gotta be very transparent, very honest.
Okay.
Also, if you have kids in the room, we might touch on certain things that might not
this
be
is not
for the
PG-13
little ones' ears. So if you're listening around them and they can understand what we're saying, or they're like sponges and just repeat everything, I would recommend that they not be in a room, or you pop some headphones in. But yeah, so I went on my Instagram and my TikTok and I asked some questions about what I put out there to ask us questions or make comments, statements, whatever concerns, to just ask us about love or like relationships. And we got some good ones. So I'm really excited to just bring it to the table. But I sent you something earlier. It was like a scenario, or it was like a question.
You have to read me the scenario.
Yes, I'm going to read it to you. I saw this earlier today, and I was just like, Oh,
I seen it. Okay, yeah, you can read it.
It was a tweet, basically, and the person basically asked, married men, serious question, how do you deal with finding other women attractive? And I thought this is such an interesting question, being that this is the love, relationship, whatever episode, to ask you. How do you deal with finding other women attractive as a married man in a Christ-centered relationship? That is very important. We believe in Jesus over here.
So I seen the video, and then you sent me the Kev on Stage analogy. If you didn't check Kev on Stage's analogy because you respond directly to it, I think it's perfect and it speaks for itself. But from a married man perspective, and then maybe I'll get to like a single perspective. Mm-hmm. From a married man's perspective, at the end of the day, if you find somebody else attractive, you have to ask yourself, is that attractiveness or I want to act upon it and step out what I already have, or just an attractiveness like, oh, this is a good looking person, like, and you could just appreciate that person's good looking. Half the time, a lot of men, whether they want to act on it or whether it's even lust, or maybe they just don't. I think you just need a level of maturity to say, okay, like, do I find this person attracted to the point where it's like, I need to do something, like I can't, I don't want to be in my relationship no more. I want to just, or do you just find somebody attractive that, just looks good, like, and I think that's just, it's so overcomplicated, and people just, a lot of men kind of are just, maybe you're just not really in tune with your emotions, your feelings, because a lot of times, like, a lot of people you don't have to interact with, and I think that's why men get caught up a lot, because we just see somebody that looks attractive and then we're just like, all right, gimme. But if you're married, I think one, you should marry the most, the person that you're very attracted to. At least I know I have. So one, there's no woman that's more attractive than my wife. I'm sorry. Like, no woman's more attractive than my wife. And then two, it's like, again, me and my wife, we see someone like, oh, that person's really beautiful. That person looks.
Say that we can
appreciate
when someone is beautiful, man or handsome or a woman. Like we can definitely appreciate it. Like I feel like I'm always saying like, oh my god, this person is so pretty. Oh my God, this person is so.
Doesn't mean I want to jump their bones.
Yeah,
and
no.
So overall, I think if you're married, that's what it comes down to. But even if you're married, I think this should be like, if you're married and you're struggling with this, or if that you got to do a lot of self-reflection, because that's a little scary. I'm not going to lie.
Because I don't know about that.
Yeah, that's a little scary.
But that's also why you shouldn't, like, they always say, oh my gosh, it's not about looks and stuff like that when you're getting into a relationship. So you want to tell me that you want to look at somebody that you don't find attractive for the rest of your life, for however long y'all are going to be married, 50, 60 plus years. You want to look at that person every morning knowing that you're not attracted to them because you say their personality just makes up for it.
Yeah.
I never believed in that.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Never. Honestly, I was the one that like, if I'm going to marry this person, which I have, if I'm going to marry this person, honestly, you got to be
fine.
More than fine. You got to be everything.
I'm everything.
You got to be everything.
This is the not safe for work episode.
It's not safe for work at all. But yeah, and I think to finish off, I think if you're single, and single I mean like you're probably dating, because technically you are single if you're not married.
Yeah.
Or if you're just in a little boyfriend girlfriend, but marriage talk is not up there. If you find another person attractive and you think this person look better than the person I'm with and you have to jump on them, I mean, it is what it is, I guess. Like, I don't think you know what I mean? You guys are not married, but again, if you find that person more attractive than your person you with now,
it's a no.
Then go for it. I don't know. Yeah.
So, like I said, we are going to answer a few things, a few statements, and also just, follow us on Instagram, TikTok, all the socials. Just, not even just for this episode, but for like following episodes. Just if you even see trending topics that you think we should touch on, do not hesitate to message us. I do see the messages. I do get a lot of message requests personally, so I can't answer all of them. It'd be a lot, y'all. It'd be some scams, some brands, some just, random people. But I do see it. So please don't hesitate to message us just about like anything you want us to touch on and give us topics and just ideas. We love it. We do take advice. We do take feedback, all that stuff. But let's just get into it. And let me get into my first question. I have it organized on my phone. And also I'm going to keep the people that ask anonymous, just for their privacy, So, okay. This first one was, since you both of you, okay, they worded it wrong, so I'll just read it. But since you both are Haitian, okay, they worded it right. Since you both are Haitian, what do you think of the stereotype Haitian men are vagabonds? Like, vagabond in English, vagabonds. Like, what do you think? I mean, you're a Haitian man. Tell us what you think about that stereotype.
So basically, she said Haitian men are
vagabonds.
Honestly, and I'm gonna get a little real, at the end of the day, and I'm gonna say this truthfully, again, there's outliers, whatever, but I think just as Haitian people in general, we gotta just stop the Haitian women are this, Haitian men are this. Like, let's just we
or
already got the whole
black men don't cheat.
Yeah, we are. I know. I'm just talking about Haitians.
Okay, yeah.
I'm about Haitian people. Let's just stop with the at the end of the day, we got every other race. I mean, and if you're not Haitian, that's fine. But specifically for Haitians, because we're both Haitians, Like, we got the whole world after us, and we got other races that probably don't maybe like us as much or whatever. But like, I think just give everybody a chance. I don't think Haitian men are vagabonds. I think a lot happens, and then, you know, sometimes we act up a little bit.
Okay, but I understand what you're saying, to not make that a generalization statement. Yeah, generalization. But if we're gonna get real, growing up, and in a lot of our Caribbean, I'm not even just gonna narrow it down to Haitians, and a lot of Caribbean culture, a lot of the men do be doing the women dirty, okay? Even as far as them migrating to the U.S. and having babies in whole separate families in other countries. I'll speak for Caribbeans and even Africans. Like, they'll have a whole, you know, and then they come here, and a lot of them, when they freshly come here too, or just growing up and seeing their own fathers, you know, do their moms dirty, they grow up and repeat the same cycle. So it's not something that's like where it's like, it's definitely not, you know, it's not happening. It is happening. But I say that with any like stereotype or whatever, I think it's just good to make sure that you're not looking towards that. Like, for anyone, Black, white, Haitian, Hispanic,
yeah, because
anything.
there's always going
like,
to be people who are like, you know, there's always going to be the bad bunch of
there's always going to be the bad
who's
bunch.
going to, like, you know, be your vagabond.
But are you around that bad bunch?
Yeah.
Why are you near people or surrounded by people, or why does your community consist of that? Unless obviously they're like in your family or something. But like, if dating wise, like, why do you surround yourself around that in the first place?
Honestly, yeah, it's so. I think there is like, you know, that there is that generation of Haitian men, and even like you're saying, like, growing up, like, you know, they had the families in Haiti, they had the families in America. Well, now they can't do that. Economy not good enough for that.
Facts.
But like, you know, that probably still does happen to a small degree or to some degree. But I think we overlook the good. Like, there's a lot of good Haitian men. Yeah. Like, you know.
Like you.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
She's trying to do something with me.
She's trying to do something.
Like, there's a lot of good Haitian men out there. Like, you know, and it's just, you find a bad one. Look, don't let that one bad one ruin the rest for you.
Yeah.
Find that good one.
Because one thing I will say is that I didn't think that I would be with someone that is Haitian growing up. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I had a type. I had a couple different types here and there. Okay,
what was your type? Say it. What was your type?
Okay, like, you're like, I had a white boy era.
White boy, what? You don't get on my face on some white boy.
I did, okay, but that's the only one I'm gonna mention. But I did have a type growing up, like in high school, like, you know what I mean. But I will say, dating someone within your culture is top tier. Obviously, you can't help who you fall in love with, but it is definitely top tier. Like, you just get it. You get the jokes. You get just the, like, we just grew up, and not only that, we grew up obviously both Pentecostal. Yeah. Like, we grew up both Christian and stuff like that, but just like Haitian wise, like, you know the jokes, you understand certain things, you understand like our parents like dynamic and like certain things that our Haitian parents do or say, like, you just get it. And it's like, I just love that I had that. Again, you can't help who you fall in love with, and you can learn someone else's culture, of course, but being with the Haitian is top tier for me as a Haitian.
Yeah, same here for me. I like, it's crazy because like, this is my first like real serious Haitian relationship, and of course it was my first and last.
Aw, this was not my first. My last one was extremely toxic. So, and he was Haitian.
Well, then that don't exist.
And he was Haitian.
Cross it out your memory.
And he was doing me dirt. But yeah, you're right. That doesn't exist. I don't have an ex.
Let's move on to the next question. Let's keep this going.
Okay, so next question. How did you know he was the one? Y'all look so perfect together.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you, thank you. So I love, like, you know, that we always get comments like that of just like, oh, I love you guys together, this, that, and the third. Because for me personally, it's not fake. Like, we genuinely like each other. We don't only love each other. We're like genuinely best friends. So I'm happy that that obviously shows forth to like the world, the people. We have a lot of like, you know, like African people, like in African countries that watch us, and they be like,
shout out to y'all, man.
They be loving us. Shout out to y'all, okay? Shout out to y'all, South Africa, all that.
Motherland, yeah.
But yes, like they like literally make comments like that all the time, and we definitely appreciate it. But what I will say is that no relationship is perfect. No marriage, boyfriend and girlfriend, none of that is perfect. And I would literally be sitting here lying to you if I told you and like just sat here and was like, yeah, we're just so perfect, we go through nothing. Like, that's absolutely not true. Obviously, we don't go through like the crazy extreme things like on some cheating stuff. Like, just no, it's not that. But like, you're just gonna have your rocky moments, like especially now that we have a baby. It's hard. You're trying to make sure like you are still taking care of each other while taking care of a little human that literally can't do anything for himself. So you're gonna have those like roller coaster moments, you know. But I think that like definitely from boyfriend and girlfriend ship, even though technically we're never boyfriend and girlfriend, but even like dating relationship to our engaged era to now, we have definitely evolved in so many ways, and a lot of ways for good. Like, so yeah. What do you think about that?
Honestly, that question was for you, but yeah, no relationship is perfect. You know, we have our moments, like she said. But yeah, we just push through it. And I think maybe that's why it comes across as that we're quote unquote perfect, is because like, you know, people don't see the bad, and we kind of do a good job at not hiding it, but resolving it.
Like,
I think we do a good job.
Is like privacy.
Yeah. So we keep good privacy. And I think, again, I still think we resolve our conflicts pretty well.
Very quickly,
and we just push on, and, you know, we don't let that dim the light on our love for each other. So maybe that's why, you know, and, you know, relationships should be like that. Like,
yeah, but no, we have witnesses, okay?
Yeah.
We are besties for real. In real life, not just on social media or whatever, you know, the cute clips and the cute pictures. It's really not that. It's in real life too. Like, I'm just so happy and grateful to be with someone that I could literally laugh with until I'm crying. Like, we just get each other. Our humor is the same, and it does show not only just online, but like just to like our community, like our world. So which I'm grateful for.
Yeah.
But yeah, so let's move on to the next question. Okay, so I like this one. And this from my girl. You know who you are. What early signs of red flags should I run away from?
What early signs of red flags should I run away from? So I guess I'll give a guy's perspective, and you
give girl.
Yeah. So
wait, you're giving a guy's perspective about a woman. I'm giving a girl's perspective about a guy.
Yeah.
Okay. Just
so
for clarity.
Early signs that you should run away from. Honestly, from a guy's perspective, definitely how you see the woman treat her family, and yours, because eventually, you know, your family will be hers. But if she treats her family like, I think that's like really a big red flag, because, like, you know, they should really have a lot of respect and love for the mother, the father, and that could show you a lot, man. That could show you everything you need to know about the woman. Is she not really respecting her parents? Is she not? It really goes back to what the Bible say, and you could, you know, get a lot from that. But she's not respecting her parents, and she kind of don't really show them a lot of love, and she's kind of just like, whatever. Like, that's a red flag, honestly. And then I would say too, if she takes care of herself. At the end of the day, I think the one thing I really, when, like, you know, I really got to first know you, you're always taking care of yourself, and you're always like pampering yourself. I think that is like such like a attractive thing. Like,
Really?
and a woman who doesn't do that, it's like, I get it. Like, getting your nails done is expensive, hair done is expensive. Like, I get it. But like, you know, the woman that makes the effort to just pamper themselves, like, and not even to like do like a full on like, oh, they're like, you know, they doing the utmost, like it's their birthday coming up, but like just subtle things of like, okay, like every other week they go get their nails done, get their feet done.
You're a feet guy.
Whoa. I just, listen, the toes got to be right. Like, you know, I like them, you know, pamper yourself. Like, it is what it is. Guys like eye candy at the end of the day. We like to, and like a woman that's taking care of themselves is very just like attractive to us. Like, it does something deep down inside. So if they're not taking care of themselves, it's just like,
Okay. I would agree with that, even for the reverse for like girls. Like a guy that doesn't take care of himself is not really like attractive. Like, we're going out, like, especially if it's like dressed up fancy, like I want to see you pop out too, like just as much as you want to see me pop out. As far as even the family aspect, because you know, not a lot of people are raised by their parents, like, or you know, like have their parents in their lives. But just the respect in general, like how do you respect your family as well as just people around you? Like how do you treat the waitress? How do you treat like the janitor? Like that will show you everything you need to know about a person.
No, for sure.
But for me, I would say one of the red flags, which is crazy, which was what I was so grateful about being with Manny, was like, I definitely went in bare. I'm not talking about bare of like no weave, no nails, no this, no that. I went in bare just like of who I am. It was just kind of just like, I think it's easy for a lot of girls just to be with a guy is to like hide who you are, hide the things you like based off of like, oh, maybe he won't like this about me, maybe he'll this, that, and third. If you feel like you have to kind of like cover yourself or mask your personality or who you are, and a guy wants you to do that and you sense they want you to be someone that you're not, that is absolutely a red flag. You should be going into a relationship like, this is me, take it or leave it. Not on some like toxic junk, but like, you know, like who you are, what you like, your hobbies, your personalities. Even when he was saying with like pampering myself, I didn't just do that when I was dating him. I did that before I was dating him. I loved me a good little facial massage, all that stuff. Like, I love makeup, but I love skincare even more. I love like self-care even more than I like. It's just like that is more for me than like, you know, getting beat in my face. Like, I just love taking care of myself. So yeah, like that was me before him. And I think if you feel like you have to go into something or a guy makes you feel like you have to like change who you are, it's a no. Like, it's a no. It's a no. It's a no. It's a no. It's a absolutely not. Be who you are and just, yeah, that's it. Be who you are. That's it. That's all. Another red flag, I would say that's an early sign of a red flag outside of someone expecting you to change. I would definitely say is someone who just talks to you crazy. Like, even if it's just like if it's something that's like y'all just started and they like automatically have like a switch in their personalities when something upsets them, instead of like being like a good communicator, definitely look at that. Because if it's early signs and someone is able to just like that, imagine like further into the relationship how they would be. Even like little jokes of just like, dang, you like little jokes, like there's definitely some truth in jokes. So definitely like, even if they get fake upset, but you could tell they're like really, really upset about something, but they're just trying to hide it with humor. It's just them trying to mask for now their real personalities. So definitely look for that, like a red flag. Someone that could just snap and have mood swings, especially for a guy. I'm sorry. Like, why are you having mood swings? You do not have a period. So no.
The sassy pandemic.
The sassy pandemic is real, okay? The guys want to be the girls, and I don't know why.
Yeah, that's even another topic. Before you get to the next question, that's even another topic in itself because I think a lot of times now the gender roles are blurred in a sense of like, okay, a guy back in the day, a guy used to do this, guy used to do that, but now it's like guys do expect some girls to do some stuff where it's like, yo, like
Like, you're the
that's
guy.
that you're a guy. Like, I don't know. I think maybe it's just social media. Maybe it
is.
was the empowerment of the sassy men trying to, I don't
But
know,
I've
at the
had
end
a
of the
guy
day.
tell me, like, I want flowers sometimes too. And it's just like,
Listen, I'm sorry. You go. It's look. There's nothing wrong with the guy wanting flowers. If you want
there's
flowers,
nothing wrong.
that's okay.
Like, there's nothing wrong with it.
I
But I was
mean,
flabbergasted.
I never. I think the first time I ever got flowers was your mom recently.
Yeah.
And she came in and like, okay, I looked at the flowers like, oh, she got flowers for Carli, so like I'll carry them in. Then she actually had him surprise me with a card and everything. I was like, no, it's for
Yeah,
you.
it was
Like,
really sweet.
it was very sweet.
Here's
I'm
the
just
thing, though,
like,
it's
I was
like-
like flowers.
Yeah, I
Like,
do. But I was doing everything else. So it's just like,
Yeah.
flowers? Like, that. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I do like plants. Like,
Yeah, plants are great. It's just the way it was said was just super sassy, and I was
Yeah.
just not with it. And you know what another thing I've seen, because this is real, the sassy man pandemic is very real. I seen like even like on TikTok at like clubs or like where a celebrity is like making an appearance or whatever, and the guys are in the front, and it's just like they're pushing
Yeah,
the
they're
girls
pushing
are
the
like
girls.
pushing the girls in the back. It's like, bro.
and honestly, that's how they said club culture died because
Yeah.
like a lot of people say that there's a lot of good takes on TikTok of why club culture died, aside from like the outrageous price and everything. But like literally, yeah, a lot of guys are like, they're acting a little bit more
Feminine.
yeah, more feminine, and it's like, at the end of the day, the guy got to do the pursuing. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think that's a lost skill in itself. And I think social media makes every guy feel like they have access to all these women.
Yeah.
Because it takes 2 seconds to DM somebody, and you think just because they're reading your stuff, they're leaving you on scene or they're responding to whatever, like that, oh, that's my girl, or oh, I could get that, I could this.
No.
But realistically, it's not like that. Like social media gives you a false sense of like, for men at least, a false sense of, oh, like, man, I got access to this. When realistically, your options are slim to none.
And it makes them not have real personalities in real life.
Yeah.
Like, you'll do all that on Instagram and be big and bad, but when it comes to actually like pursuing a woman in real life in their face, it's like you're on mute.
Honestly, and that's why like even it's so crazy. I could never like truly like social media. I'm always on social media, of course, but like the shooting your shot through DM and all that, like that's very just like, I probably did it once when I was in like high school, and I was just like, ew, like
Me
it
too.
feels like weird.
I was never the girl that like slid up or hard eyed
Yeah,
guys.
it just feels weird. It's like,
I don't know. Like, it was just not something that I really did for real. So it just felt icky. I don't know. Maybe I just was just like, I'm just a person that appreciates like intimate conversation so much, and just like
and in-person
face-to-faceness.
conversations.
Yeah,
Like,
I definitely appreciate that. So I don't know. It just felt like I just felt so bare, like exposed. It's just like, and I never wanted somebody to be able to be like, she be in my phone, she be in my DMs.
Yeah,
like, I don't know.
Man, I don't know. And when you get to a certain age, I just feel like, yo, it just, I don't know. It gets to a point like, all
Ain't no
right,
sliding in the DMs. I'm sorry.
you just gotta really have action, because it's just like, 1,000,001 people could slide in somebody's DMs, and it's just like, all right, but
It's
who's
just,
really?
there are some stories though that where it works though. Like,
It does work.
for
No, I'm
some
not saying it doesn't work.
Mm-hmm.
I just think that going back to our sassy men thing, I think that's just where it plays a topic. I think sliding DMs, it could work. And there's cases it does work. But, it gets to a point where it's like, okay, after the DMs have been slid in, like, where's the action?
That's true.
Where's the pursuit?
Mm-hmm. I agree.
But we could go to the next question.
Moving on. Okay. I'll do this one. What's the hardest part about being in a Christ-centered relationship?
The hardest part about being in a Christ-centered relationship, I think, um, it's really different from when you're married to when you're single. I think when you're married, it's really just like, yo, God, this person makes me wanna. Sometimes this person makes me wanna not be so patient and so loving that you want me to be to my partner, because I get on her nerves, she gets on my nerves. Sometimes it is what it is. But I think like that's honestly like your biggest challenge. I think pre-marriage though, y'all ready to jump each other's bones every 10 seconds, and you don't even want to. You know what I mean? It's more of that. It's like you have that passion for the other person. It's just like, yo, I'm trying to honor God, but like I really just. And I think marriage helps, get over that hump. And then now it's just like, okay, we're going through life together now. We're actually, experiencing the good, the bad, the ugly. And it's like, okay, am I loving my wife the way that Christ loved the church? Am I continuously to show that, hey, like I have patience for this person. I have this for this person, this for this person. Because honestly, that's really your biggest battle. Like when you get married, kids come into play, life stressors come into play, anything. And then it's just like, all right, like the love starts. I'm not saying the love goes away. It doesn't go away. But the love sometimes could feel like it's getting overshadowed by life, at least from a God's perspective. Because the men as providers are just like, yo, I want to make sure this right, this right, this right. But then all this other stuff comes into play, and it's just like, dang, like, you guys probably don't have time to go out on dates. You guys probably don't have time to watch movies together or this or that or cuddle. There's a baby now in between you guys in the bed. So it's like the physical touch is gone, this and that. So it's just like, it's really just trying to keep that love for one another and not let it feel routine, because Christ does call us to, love our wives. And I think loving your wife is beyond just doing stuff for your wife. And trust me, I'm the biggest person where it's like, yo, I'm doing this. I'm showing you I love you. But it's also doing the romantic stuff. It's also doing all that. So that's like probably like a long-winded, like everywhere answer. But if it's stuck, it's stuck. If it didn't. But what's your take on it?
I think for like the woman side, like for me, I think the hardest thing was like learning how to truly be like submissive. It's not that I had a problem with being submissive. Like you have to understand, it even goes outside to like age, sibling order. I
Yeah.
think that's what it's called. I'm the oldest of my siblings. I'm 12 years older than my sister. No, my brother, and 9 years older than my sister. So I was always just like that. But even before they came, like, because my group of friends, we all were literally like born like around each other. It's just like I always kind of had like that big sis vibe. So it's like, as an eldest daughter, I'm over here. I'm the family manager. Like, I'm over here. I have to like, I just know I'm type A. I'm this. I'm not. That things need to be this way. And then now I'm coming into a relationship where if you guys are both followers, you have to learn how to listen to your husband. So it was very hard for me that. But honestly, I trust you for sure. I feel like I tell you that. Like, I trust you, and I don't know, when you're with the right person and you're truly just like leaving your life in their hands, it doesn't feel that hard after a while.
Yeah, I think it's definitely easy to be in a quote unquote Christ-centered relationship when you're married. Honestly, I feel like it's not hard.
Yeah.
Like, I think people probably complicate it, but I don't think it's hard. You really just gotta love your wife. Like,
it's because too, I think nowadays like the trend, which is a bad trend, that we see on like social media is like Christ-centered relationships, where it's like, he did me dirty and cheated on me with 5 women and had a baby.
Yeah.
But God brought us back together.
No.
And that may be their story, okay?
No.
But when we see that often, it can warp it can warp what a Christ-centered relationship really is. Like, yeah, you can have forgiveness, but you can also walk away if you choose to, because the Bible even says it, So it's none of that. Like, let's not let like a lot of what other people go through, be like, dang, like I gotta let him cheat on me because we're in a Christ-centered relationship, which is like, just no.
Yeah, and honestly, don't get the influence of like, being that we're talking about Christians. Don't let the influence of, maybe your church or, your community, which most likely is your church, to like, make you feel like, okay, if you want to like obey God and this and that, even if your man or woman done cheat on you 30 million times,
Even if your man
stay with
beats
him.
you down,
Like that doesn't make you it doesn't give you, cookie points
it don't.
with God. It doesn't make you any more like, oh my God, like listen, if your man, husband, wife is cheating, like it's okay. You could call it curtains. Obviously, every situation is different. Kids come into play, whatever comes into play. So yeah, but like I think, yeah, a Christ-centered relationship, it goes through ups and downs, but I think definitely cheating is not that up and down. It's not that like in the box. That's like something that's like, okay, like the relationship should be terminated, in my opinion, a lot of the times. But
yeah, we're very like cutthroat about that. I
Yeah.
believe like the cheating aspect like is dead.
yeah, because that's a lot. Like who would want to kind of, I mean, people do it. So I'm not faulting you, but we see it as like, okay, like, something that's so, whether it's emotional or physical, something that's so like intimate, like, you guys really built this and you guys like saved this for just each other. And then it's like, somebody else could get it in like such a short time frame. It's like, it's no longer intimate. It's no longer sacred. The love you had is no longer that strong thing you guys have been continuously building throughout the years or how long you've been together. So I think that's just like the end all be all. Like
And you just truly have to like keep God in the middle. I know it's like a common thing, but you truly have to keep the Lord in the middle. You have to keep him in the middle of your life, of just like as an individual and obviously with your person, because there's going to be a lot of times in your marriage where it's not going to give Christ like. So if you don't have that foundation, it's just going to break.
Yeah. Honestly, this is a real take. If you're either dating or if you're, looking to get married, whatever, and you want to be in a Christ like really or Christ-centered, Christ-centered relationship, stop like talking to somebody that you're unequally yoked with. Like, I feel like a lot of times we like somebody and we just let our attraction supersede like, okay, is this person this? Is this person that? Does this person love God? Da-da-da. And then it's just like, dang, like, we put ourselves in a relationship and we're asking God, oh God, make this person this, make this. No, if you made that decision to be unequally yoked from the start, don't expect God to come in after the fact and be like, all right, let me fix up your mess. Listen, I'm not God. God could do whatever, but not 8 out of 10 times it don't work out. And, you be struggling and be like, man, like, yo, our relationship not honoring God. It's not Christ. Like, it's not this, it's not that, it's not Christ-centered. But it didn't start like that. So what do you expect?
I'm happy you did that. Like, I'm happy you said that. This is why this episode is going to be called You're Single and It's Your Fault.
Or, it is your fault.
Like, this is not me coming for you. I need you to zoom me in. Like, I'm
zooming in right now.
I'm not coming for you because I've been there. But I've heard countless stories before. And it's just like, I've been there where I've put myself in certain situationships and a relationship, because this is my second adult relationship, thank God. But like, I've put myself there and it's like, girl, you put yourself in these situations and you're questioning why you're in these situations. Who's the common denominator here?
Yeah.
At some point, you got to realize you are the problem.
Yeah.
You are literally the problem. Because why are you trying to search for something that is not in a person? Like you said, God could change anyone. But if they are not that, why are you thinking that you're their God? Because I've been there too, like where it's like, I feel like I could change a person. Like I didn't even realize I was trying to be God in their lives. And it's just like, baby, you are not their God. Like, leave them where they at. Put yourself in spaces to where it actually makes sense. I I don't understand my past self of why were you trying to be with someone that you see they had no real foundation with God, that you see that they were rude to people, that you see that they've had a history of doing people dirty. Like, what was going on up here? Like, if you know this and you realize this, you catch the red flags that we're talking about, but you still decide to pursue it. You know they're a ladies' man. You know they're a girl that gets around. Like, and you still, you know, pursue that person. Like, baby, you're the problem.
That's beautifully said. At the end of the day, it comes down to, you know, before you step into this relationship, before you get to this, you know, Christ-centered relationship, are you Christ-centered? Is your life Christ-centered? When two people on their own are Christ-centered, they come together, makes the perfect match. But if you know, Christ-centered, this other person, like, yeah, they go to church on Easter, this and that. Don't expect them to, yeah, like Christmas, like, come on. Like, don't expect it to be something that's not. At the end of the day, every relationship is different. We're not saying that not like you're doomed from the jump, but nine times out of 10 you're doomed.
Yeah. Like, insanity is what they said, like, what, doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results.
Yeah.
I definitely reached that point where it's like, girl, he did you dirty the first time. You don't expect him to do you dirty again.
What do you expect?
Like, you know, I've reached that point even with myself, and that could be a whole, I've talked about it so much on my own personal page, so you could go back and watch that if you want, just like my journey and my own, like, you know, my relationship journey. So yeah, like, I've been there, but I need people to be real, my girls and my guys, like, be real with yourself. You are the problem. There has to be some accountability taken in some way, shape, or form. Yes, these people be grimy, but why do you still choose to be with them?
Yeah, it's like, it, you know, if you're getting into, you know, multiple relationships, like, just take the time to actually learn what didn't go well, what you did like in your previous relationships. A lot of times, and it's so funny, people use this term, like, it's popular now, like, oh, like, you know, I'm not really ready to date because I'm still healing, I'm still this and that, which I do get. Like, you know, we get heartbroken and we feel like we're not over the heartbreak and all that. But a lot of times I feel like people just haven't really assessed the relationship. So they'd be like, oh yeah, I'm healing. But no, it's just like you kind of didn't really put two and two of like, okay, why did the relationship fail? Why didn't it go wrong? I think a lot of people need to do that after relationships. And a lot of times it will narrow you down to the better person. Maybe, you know, the next person might not be it, but maybe two relationships later might be it. But I feel like the more people kind of self-evaluate after each relationship, it's only going to help you, like, you know, pick the right person later down the line and not be in the same cycle and same loop. But we got to go on. This is going to be a long episode.
Really? You think
Yeah.
so?
Yeah, we're already 43 minutes. Usually our episode's like an hour, but today,
we try to have a tight hour.
Today we're going to go over. It's okay. It's Valentine's Day. It's a special.
It's about love. And you know what? Listen, I feel like this is a topic that never goes, I guess, out of style because everybody wants love.
She's born in February, y'all. So this is the biggest.
Everybody wants love, and I want it for everybody. You don't even know. Me and Manny say we want to go to a wedding so bad. Like, we just want our friends to get married. We want our community to get married. And I love seeing weddings on, you know, like social media and all that stuff. Like, it's just so beautiful to me. And it's not just the wedding, like, just knowing like you made that commitment under God it's a beautiful thing. And I think everyone should experience the love of their life, you know? But okay. So this one is very just, you know, this is why we said if the kiddies are in the room, get them out of here.
Uh-oh.
Is it okay if the man keeps masturbating while in a relationship?
Whoa.
For those who don't know what masturbating is.
Would YouTube allow that?
Yeah.
You could say it on YouTube?
Masturbate?
Yeah. I don't want us to like get flagged. Okay.
Fine.
Well, guys, if we get flagged, it's because of this one right here. But
I don't think we'll get flagged.
continue.
But, I mean, I guess if you want to bleep out the first.
Nah, we can leave it in. We're leaving it in. I think
it'll be fine. But yes. So if you don't know what that is, it's basically like.
Yo, what?
What?
You about to listen. If you don't know what it is, then you too young. That's what you don't gotta explain. What you about to say? They Jack of the Beanstalk. What the heck? She talking about if you don't know what it is when you pull down your pants.
His brother be saying on Wikipedia.
Yo, I'm like, what are you?
Bruh. Oh my gosh.
I don't think we need a breakdown of
you're
the
right.
word. What? Like, what's going on? Like,
You're right. If you don't know what
I thought this. Like, wait, this is going to get real graphic. This is not YouTube friendly at all.
I was like this.
Oh my goodness.
Well, you know what it is. But basically, this person is asking, is it okay if the man keeps doing it in a relationship? Now, there's some nuance to it, but I want you to answer first.
Okay.
Like, there's like you said, like earlier, because I showed him this question before, but there's a difference with like marriage and
So
and single,
I'll answer
girlfriend.
I'll answer from the marriage and then I'll go to the single. If you married and your husband keeps doing that, something wrong. You know what I mean? Maybe his drive doesn't match yours. I don't know. The situation could vary, but like, you better throw that thing back. Mm-hmm. Throw that thing back, because maybe he just has a very high drive.
Okay,
and
so
maybe,
what if she is throwing it back? Well, assuming you're married, what if she is throwing it back, but it's just like...
Then he has an addiction.
Okay,
so then he has an addiction. It's a lot of men have that addiction, and it's like, you know, if it goes talked about, unaddressed, then it's just going to get worse. And I think if you're getting into a marriage, like, that shouldn't be a problem, because, you know, you got your partner. Like, I don't know, like, one thing definitely feel better than the other. I don't know, but I don't think you should be in that, like, you know, your partner should be in that cycle. But honestly, from her, like, you know, asking, and whether that's personal for this person or not, I think you should talk to him about it. Just go to him and be like, hey, like, you know, is this a thing because, and I don't know if she's married or not, but is this a thing because, like, you know, we're not doing it enough? You know, maybe it's not good. That could be a real thing.
If they're able to comfortably tell you that they are still doing it, they should be able to have a conversation and dissect why. Yeah.
And if it makes you uncomfortable, again, if you're married, I think you should voice that to him as well. Mm-hmm. And you guys just communicate and find a common ground. Like, I don't think it has to be this taboo thing of like, oh my God, like just talk. Like, it's simple. Like, talk it out so you guys could find something that works for you both. And ultimately, that's what it is. If you're dating now, not married, boyfriend and girlfriend, one thing, all right, so if you're a Christian, like, you know, which I would assume.
We're assuming.
Yeah, because, like, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely talk to him about it, because, you know, if he's doing that, he's probably watching other stuff and doing that stuff too. So it's like,
I was definitely about to say that.
Yeah, definitely talk to him about it. And, like, if he, like, going back to what we said, if it's something that he struggles with, talk to him about it. Yeah. See how you guys could work through it. See how you could help him, you know, see how you could, you know, hold each other accountable. Like, at the end of the day, hold him accountable at the end of the day. Because a lot of times men struggle with that. And really, an accountability partner would help them break that cycle. Mm-hmm. But, you know, they keep it in. They don't want to talk about it. They don't go into a conversation attacking him, though. And don't go into a conversation like, you know, being on the defense. Because it's easy for women to feel like, oh, like, you don't think I'm attracted. You're looking at other women, this, that, da-da-da. Like, don't go on the defense, because that's automatically going to probably shut him down. But talk to him, give him grace, be patient, see what you guys could do to fix, resolve X, Y, and Z.
I think, like, what you said with the addiction part, I guess, like, Christian or not, like, I think the world just doesn't realize the harm of porn and, like, the expectations that it puts into your mind. Like, I'm not going to sit here as a Christian and be like, oh my gosh, I have never watched porn before. Like, come on now. Like, you're going to have that moment where you watched it, curiosity, all that stuff. Like, I'm gonna just be mad transparent. But yeah, like it's super harmful. Again, Christian or not, it sets expectations, especially before you go into marriage. You think, oh, this is how I'm supposed to look as a woman. This is how it's supposed to be, when that's not reality at all. Like, these are actors. You know, these are not like they're not
Paid
playing,
actors.
yeah, paid actors at that.
Highly paid actors.
Doing things that is just like, yo, this is unrealistic. And it really does just like form, like, again, expectations in your mind. And you go into a marriage, you go into a boyfriend girlfriend relationship thinking that's how it should be, and you go into a marriage thinking this is how it should be and this is how we're gonna do it. So that when you don't get that, it does lead to like, okay, no, I have to masturbate. And it's not only in porn, it's in a lot of these shows that we watch. Like,
yeah,
you know, there's a sex scene in some shows with like every other scene. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like, it's stuff like that. Like, that if you kind of let it infiltrate your mind for real, it'll really take you down a path that you don't want to go down.
And honestly, like, even this gonna be real. I think as a man, and you know, everybody's life is different, but I think if all they're doing is jacking a beanstalk all day, like, they're not really doing much. Like, what are you doing with your life? Like, you know what I mean? I think, you know, I'll see men. Yeah, you're not busy enough. Like, if you're a guy that struggles with this, like, you know, it's real. It happens. But I think, like, a lot of times, like, yo, maybe you should be a little bit more busy. Not saying in a toxic way where, like, yo, work till you can't even walk, or this or that, or work till you can't even lift your hand up to drop it back down to lift it up. But like, just, you know, find more purpose in life where it's like, yo, life is more than just getting this nut off. Life is more than just watching random people online having sex. Like, I think that's a good outlet for men to, like, yo, strive to do something, accomplish a goal. Like, that will make you way more just like motivated than doing it that all day.
Yeah. And it's like you said, also just like trying to make a way to not fall into that with the accountability partner.
Yeah.
I know for me personally, I deleted my Twitter because literally every time I would scroll, I would see like people having sex. Like, and it wouldn't be me. It would be because I had my Twitter for a long time. So it means like, that means that I had like amassed people from when I was like middle schoolish, high schoolish. I didn't have it in middle school, but obviously I followed people that from the town that I used to live in, and then I like transferred for high school to another town. So I had all types of people on my Twitter. So they're reposting things that are just like, dang, like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm seeing it.
You log in at like 2 o'clock in the morning,
and then you're gonna end up feeling things,
like,
and it's just like,
oh no,
now I'm down a path and a road that I didn't want to get on, but now I'm here. You
honestly, know what I mean? It's funny, we were talking about this with Twitter the other day. Like, yo, I had to do so much to cleanse my Twitter, because I like Twitter because it's the fastest way to get news. Like, things go up on there like that, and I'm like a big nerd. I like to see a lot of like political news, like world news, things like that. And Twitter is the only place where I feel like you get it fast, and sports. But I'm like, yo, if you really want to like change your ways, you have to just be willing to find a way to make something not make you fall. And if that's deleting it, or if it's making a new Twitter, I got like 2 Twitters, 3. But if you gotta do that, like, do that. If it's, you know, certain websites, you gotta block them. Block them, like, you know what I mean? You just got to do that. But yeah, I think she needs to just have an honest conversation with her man.
Yeah. I agree.
And you'll get through it.
It's like, it's rough. It makes you feel like, you know, as a woman, like you said, you go on the defense, like, damn, I'm not enough. But, you know, it's not always about being enough. It's just the way the world is set up.
Yeah.
And your mind gets infiltrated, and then boom, things happen.
That's a good question, but
yeah, that was a good question. So I'm going to do one more, and yeah, like, that'll be our last one. Any tips on how to go in real natural and like not freaking out? I didn't understand it at first when I saw it, but like if
Real
you even read
natural.
it, like I'm guessing going into a relationship, like
Yeah.
without freaking out, instead just being super natural.
Like, so what? Like, maybe they're just overly anxious, or
Yeah,
like,
like going into a relationship, or like they just make it a super, super, super big deal.
uh,
Dealing with someone, maybe.
okay. You want to answer first?
Yeah, I can. It just goes back to what I was saying earlier about like making sure that you go in as your true self. Don't go in as someone fake. And if you're with someone that expects you to be fake, like I said, then that's not the person for you. And like, I get like butterflies and all that stuff. Like you're gonna have those moments where it's like, oh my gosh, like I'm nervous, blah blah blah. Cause I had that. Like I had that when we first was like dating. I literally have a video, like because Evelyn took it. Like my friend Evelyn, we took it right before went out the door, and we were about to go to like our date. Like our first date was like Avatar, and we're about to get. I was so nervous, but yo, like you get over it.
Yeah, I think for, and I could be wrong, so you could correct me. I think women, when they start dating somebody, like before the first date, or maybe during the first date, or when they're texting, the woman starts visualizing the rest of their lives with this man. And
Yeah,
it's natural. They start visualizing the wedding day,
we do.
all that with this one person. I think all those, thoughts kind of overtake you, and it makes you like act in a way where it's like, listen, be present in the moment. It takes you away from the present moment, and you're just in a high anxiety state. For the most part, not saying this to every woman, I think if you go into a relationship and you're just like, okay, I don't know this person, it's a clean slate. I'm not saying it's gonna be my husband, but I do see interest in this person. Take it date by date. I think if you're just present in the moment with the person you're talking, dating, whatever, you're present in every conversation, you will learn a lot about a person in hour one compared to like, months, weeks, whatever. Honestly, I think with you, and I always was pretty good at, being present in the moment type of person. I knew from our first serious sit down conversation that I was like, okay, like I actually really want to be with this person long term, because I just didn't worry about, what's going to come a couple of days from now, how our kids are going to look like, whatever. I just worried about like, yo, can I talk to this person? Can I see myself, sharing my deepest, darkest secrets with this person, things like that. So again, just take everything day by day with, anybody that you're dating with. And then two, I was gonna say something. I just lost my train of thought. I lost my train of thought. But if it comes back to me, I'll let you know. But again, I think you should just take it extremely, extremely, I don't want to say slow, but just in a point of like, you're not overthinking, you guys' whole life story off day one, week one, whatever it is. So yeah.
Yeah, because I feel like too, like high emotions like that and being super just like overly, like like just overly like just anxious about it, it can make you blind to like certain things.
Yeah.
So like you need to be focused.
Yeah.
Focused, so that if they say something, you're just like, or do something where you're just like, you're like, noted. This is not my person. Let's move on.
And you just remind me that you said that. I think you should just, once you kind of get to that little hump of like, all right, like I could kind of see this person being my person. I think you should just be clear with your intentions. Like, be very communicative of what you want out of the person, like, what you're looking for in a partner, what you're looking for in life. But clearly I said this, like, after you get to feel the person out. Don't go to the person and be like, I want this. Because you don't even know the person. Feel the person out. Once you're like, okay, like I actually kind of am interested in this person, then be very clear with what you want in life, how you want to move, all that, what you want in a partner. But yeah, communicate that.
Yeah, that was good.
So that was our last question, right?
Yep.
So enough of the questions, but thank you to everybody who gave us the questions. That was fun.
There's a good amount. It's just like to really deep dive into everything would take 30 days and 30 nights. So maybe we need to do like a part 2.
Yeah, maybe a part 2. But it's Valentine's Day this weekend, which is a fun thing. What is your? She's a lover person, guys, so she loves this stuff. What is your, your Valentine's Day ideal date look like?
Did you ask me to be your Valentine?
I did.
Period. Okay, I'll tell you then. So my ideal date is like, I feel like anything that we do together is so fun. Now, I know there's the people out there like every day should be Valentine's Day. What? No, okay. If there's a specific day, then we are going to go all out. If you are romantic, you got to be romantic-er. If you give a gift, like if that's your love language, you got to give more. Like, just give more love, more laughs, more everything. There's never not enough love. So yeah, like I said, I feel like anything we do, it's just amazing. Like last year we cooked together.
Yeah, that was fun.
And that was so
I made
fun.
a meal for you. Wait, that was
you made the meal.
Yeah, I made the meals. I cooked, and then
you cooked,
I was just
and
like,
I made the
dress
drinks.
up. Yeah, she made the drinks,
and we actually dressed
in the
up like
apartment.
we're going to a restaurant.
Yeah, and we sat across from each other at the table, like made it real. Yeah, that was fun.
It was mad fun, and mind you, whole time we are lit, turned up. I got a whole baby in my stomach, and I didn't even know.
And we didn't even know.
I didn't even know, but yeah, last year just us doing that was just so fun to me. Obviously now, like our Valentine's Day looks different. We have our babysitter is loaded for no right now.
Our babysitter, shout out
my sister.
Shout out Sarah.
Our babysitter is loaded for him as we speak, but it's just like, things like look different. So I'm excited to see what you have in store because I have no clue.
Honestly, I don't know. Maybe because I wasn't that big in Valentine's Day when I was younger, but I feel like now Valentine's Day is just so like difficult because it's like you go to restaurants and you want to book a reservation. You have to do it like in December.
Hate the prefix menus.
They have prefix menus.
I'm like, what is
hate
this?
Them. Like I don't get it. Like it's a day that you might be expecting a lot more people, but why the prefix menus?
I hate it. I can't wait. I
don't want to eat. I don't want to eat what everybody else is eating. Like why? What's good? And when the prefix menus become a thing? Like can we cancel that?
No, but yeah, like that. Because at the end of the day, restaurants have busy days regardless of it being Valentine's Day or not.
Yeah, so like
you gonna have to cook the other food the other days, so it's because Valentine's Day is different.
I feel like
they hike up the prices.
Yeah, I do. I feel like it's a cheap way to just make more money, spend less because they're probably just buying bulk of one thing or a few things, and everybody has no choice but to eat it. I don't know. It's a ripoff. Listen, fellas out there. If your girl don't care about going out the day on Valentine's Day, go the night before. No prefix menus.
No prefix menus.
Yeah.
And you booked Valentine's Day in December.
That's insane to me, though. I
remember you literally coming up to me you're just like, yeah, I booked this already. I was just like, what? Because
people on TikTok like, you better book. And it's like Christmas isn't even come around the corner yet. I'm like, we didn't even say Happy New Year's.
No, we really
I had to book for Valentine's Day literally in December, which is insane.
Yeah, no, but I love love, so this is my month. Maybe because I am born in February, but you know what I can't wait for?
What?
I can't wait for Noah to be in school and for me to make little Valentine's Day stuff.
Valentine's Day card.
I feel like that was so that just made our childhood so just like.
But then when one of these little preschool or kindergarten girls give him a little note.
Oh, no, ain't none of that. Ain't none of that. I'm be like, that's your friend. That's your friend. But yeah, I can't wait to make his class little Valentine's Day stuff and make him write his name on it. I can't wait to do stuff like that.
I remember we was giving out Valentine's Day cards in like kindergarten, first grade, and you would get a couple. I just wanted the candy though.
I just wanted the candy too. I didn't care about the other stuff. I was happy. Yeah. We got candy, so yeah, I look forward to that stuff.
But I do think it's definitely a thing where it's like, even though, Valentine's Day is every day, like, aside from the actual day, like, love on your partner.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt.
It doesn't hurt.
It doesn't hurt. I feel like we got to make think pieces for real about everything. Like, it's just, it doesn't hurt. If your person, appreciates that or values that in some way, like, what does it cost you to truly just be like, my Valentine's Day, will you be my Valentine? Let's go out. Like, it doesn't cost much to make your person happy. And if you feel like it does, then maybe that's not the person you're supposed to be with.
Yeah, maybe not. But to wrap it up, that was a great episode. I definitely have to end off with our thing to say to people. The question of today, or this, what do you want to give to the people out there today is, what do you have to say to the single person celebrating Valentine's Day this year, or just going through Valentine's Day this year? They're single though. What do you have to say to them?
Listen, I know it's like you're not trying to hear it low key, but like truly just love on yourself. If you got to do that solo date on Valentine's Day, do it. If you want to do an indoor one, do it. I think, or with your girls. I had a Valentine's last year and it was so fun. Like, go out with your girls, like do the fun stuff. I love seeing all the Valentine stuff on TikTok. Like, do it. Do whatever you feel like doing. If you don't feel like doing anything at all, don't do it. But there will come a time where you will be celebrating it.
My thing to the single people out there, that if you have no plans on celebrating Valentine's Day, or you're boohooing about it that you're single, give some love to your parents. I felt like me and my brother always gave my mom like some chocolates on Valentine's Day, and still said, "Oh, mom, give me my Valentine." Like,
wait, then Noah didn't ask me to be his Valentine, so you're gonna have to check him about that.
I'm gonna check Noah his pocketbook. I'm gonna see if he got the funds for it. So you know I'm playing, but yeah, like give love to your parents. Like I feel like they're deserving of it, and it a lot of times for moms they really appreciate it.
Yeah,
they really do. Aside from getting it from their husband because they love their kids, but. That's all. That was a fun episode.
It was super fun. Listen, one thing about it is we love talking about like relationships, love. That's like our thing. That's definitely like, I feel like you said it before.
Yeah.
When we got married, like we definitely felt like our marriage is, marriage is a ministry. And if this is a part of our ministry, definitely talking to people, giving wisdom in some way, shape, or form. I feel like we're literally always talking to our friends on some relationship type stuff, giving out wisdom, giving out advice and stuff. And I feel like that was God, that people feel drawn to us to be able to access certain things, young and old.
Yeah.
So I feel like that is something that I definitely want us to continue to cultivate, being transparent, obviously, with our close personal people, and also just, being authentic on here too, to like, be real about love.
Yeah. No, that's beautifully said. But obviously, an hour we can only talk about so much. So if there is more you want to see, comment down below. Send her DMs because she's probably not going to check it. But honestly, we really love the feedback we've been getting on the podcast. Like only 3 episodes in, and obviously we plan for a lot more. But again, continue to interact with us. Continue to drop your thoughts. Continue to give us feedback. We see it all. We love it all. See it. We take it into account when curating these episodes, and it's really fun doing this. But make sure you like, you follow, you subscribe, you do everything. Send it to your mom, your dad, your daddy's dad, your daddy's dad. Send it to everybody. Man, we just love inviting you guys into our home,
into our life,
and having a conversation with you guys and having this. We hope
you felt welcome.
And loved. We love you.
We love you. I love you.
But that's it.
Dang, you don't give me I love you?
Oh, I didn't. I love
you.
You want to kiss on camera?
Yeah.
we
need to sign off.
Here's my kiss.
Oh, this kiss? Every time he's like, you want to kiss, I keep thinking he's saying an actual kiss. And it's this kiss.
That's my kiss for it. But let's sign off.
It's like we don't want you to leave. We love you.
Bye. Guys.
I wanna chat with Carli. I wanna chat with Carli. I wanna chat with Carli. I wanna chat. I wanna chat with Carli. I wanna chat with Carli. I wanna chat with Carli. I wanna chat.
Carli Box.